Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing a everyday smoky eye or a everyday makeup look as requested. I know I've done a lot of pretty crazy looks over the months of me having my channel, but I realized that I didn't really have like an everyday makeup look or just like a go-to makeup look for the everyday girl, or just for when you're not going out and you just want, you know, to do a little bit of eyeshadow here and there. And I'm here to do that for you today. So let's just get started. So I already did my face makeup. I did my foundation, my highlight, and my contour, which my contour came out a little strong today. Probably not the everyday face makeup, but this will definitely be an everyday eye makeup for you boils who want to know the deal about everyday makeup looks such as such and what. It's going to be a talk through. Hopefully this won't run too long because I know talk throughs are usually a little bit longer than what my voiceovers would be, but I'll be as quick as I can and try to talk as little as needed between takes, if you know what I'm saying. First off, what I did was I put on my eye primer by MAC, which is in Soft Ochre. It is their Soft Ochre Prolong Wear Paint Pot, and it's
the shiznit.
And then I used both my banana and vanilla powder from the Anastasia contour refills, just these guys here. Well, first off, I'm taking the shade Nude from the Anastasia contour kit, and I am just going to use my MAC 224 brush, and I'm just going to apply this to my crease in window washer motions. You want this to look blended and beautiful and effortless. So I'm going to stick with neutrals today, obviously, because it is a everyday makeup look. So this was basically just a nude kind of peachy color, and this is just perfect for our transition shade. Now I'm going to be dipping into my Sephora plus Pantone Universe palette because I love it. And I'm just going to be taking the shade Macaroon here. And this is just a very warm brown color, and I'm just going to again take my 224 brush and do the exact same thing I was just doing. So you want, when you're trying to do a good makeup look, you always want a big fluffy brush, something like this. A MAC 224 brush is perfect. Or a brush very similar would be the Sigma Tapered E35 brush, which is just a smidge cheaper than the MAC one. I'm not gonna lie, that one's about $38.50 Canadian, as opposed to this one, which I think is not even 20. So both brushes are really, really awesome for this exact reason, just blending out colors in the crease, and also for blending in the transition shade. But now, once you start getting more into just the crease area, you're gonna wanna go with a little bit of a less fluffier brush. Here is my favorite one for the crease and the lid. This is the MAC 217 brush, and this is just superb. But something very, very similar to that one would be the MORPHE M441 brush, I believe. If it's not totally accurate, I will definitely link it down below which one I'm talking about. These ones are very similar, but very different in price. The Morphe brush, I believe I bought this one for like $7. The 217 is, I believe, 24-ish. It could be more. Don't quote me on that. I will link it down below. Both are very, very similar and something that you should definitely have in your collection. So I will list all of my favorite makeup brushes and the site where you can go and purchase them if you choose to, but we will continue now. So now I'm just dipping into my Smashbox Double Exposure palette, and I'm going to be taking this shade here, which is this like kind of dark chocolate shade. I believe this one is called Espresso, and I'm just going to take my Morphe brush and just kind of focus that in the crease. What this will do is just define the eye a bit more. The key to a good eye makeup look is a combination of skill and also tool. So some people, I know, they can just not fathom spending $40 on a brush, but you really have to think about it. You're using that brush every single day. It's probably gonna last you years if you take care of it and clean it at least 1 to 2 times a week depending on how much you use it. So it gets justified at the end, and if you can find a perfect dupe for it that is just the same quality that's gonna last you as long, it's just a bonus. If you can find good dupes, then do it, because it's so worth the money, and you'll love this brush for that reason, because it's just gonna make your makeup application so much easier and save you so much time and heartache. I would strongly recommend investing in the tools that you use to get that beautiful smoky eye that you want, or just that everyday look like today we're doing.
The everyday look that everyone wants. Okay.
So as you can see here, I'm doing the same thing, just using window washer motions, but I'm also kind of doing circles as well. I'm doing little tiny baby circle motions on my crease. And then you can just go straight in and just do like the window washer, but yeah, it really does help blending it when you're doing like little circles. So another thing I like to do when I get into the darker colors and I start putting some darker colors into the crease is go in with my transition shade again. This one is Nude from the Anastasia Contour Refills, and I basically just like to soften up that area once again to make sure that there's no harsh lines. Everything is blended in as it should be. So now my next order of business is to use again my Smashbox Double Exposure Palette, but this time I'm going to be taking the lightest color, which is in the shade Veiled. So this guy right here. I'm going to be placing this on my lid, and I'm going to take a little bit of mineral water from La Roche-Posay. I'm going to spray it onto my brush, and then I'm going to dip it in there because it's going to give you a beautiful pop of color to the eye and really open up the eyes as well. So usually I would recommend using a synthetic brush for this, but I'm just gonna take my MAC 217 brush and just put a little bit of water on it. It's not like it hurts it, it's just not the most ideal way to use a real haired brush, but it's not like you're hurting it if you do it once in a while. It's not a big deal. So I've actually changed my mind, actually just combine these two colors here, so I'm gonna use this one and this one here. I'm using Quartz and Veiled. So I'm just gonna start packing it on. If you think you won't like the way this looks, maybe it's too much, the water actually kind of dilutes the color, so it's gonna not make it as powdery and noticeable. It's gonna make it look more natural and kind of dewy. Plus, these Smashbox powders are not super pigmented, as I would even like them to be. Like, I actually would prefer them to be more pigmented and creamy, but they're not. So this is perfect for people who like to build up their product and don't say like you're just starting out and you know you get too much product on your lid. This is perfect because these are not creamy at all. They're actually kind of hard to get the product out. So maybe that's something you'd like if you're just starting out with the eyeshadow, because literally these powders I just weren't what I expected, let's just say that. Next, I'm going to be taking my Sigma E25 brush, and I'm going to be using this, oh no!
Why did I have to do that? I just made a dent on one of my eyeshadows with my stupid nail!
I'm going to take that shade Veil again, and I'm going to be using that on the brow bone. If you do have like any hairs around this area or you need to get them waxed, you do not want to be putting like a semi-shimmery eyeshadow on there. If anything, you want it to be matte. But like I said, since this has like barely any pigment to it, you're not going to get that. Then I'm going to be taking my Bdellium Tools 781 brush, which is just like a pencil brush. And I'm going to be taking the shade Blanc, just right here. And I'm going to be placing that in my inner corners. So this again is just going to really open up the eye, give it a little pop of color. You don't want to overdo it though, and you definitely want to blend it. I used to be the queen of doing this, like just too much, like it looked really bad. So make sure that you blend that out and that it's just kind of a sheen on your eye and it's not like visible powders flaking off.
Sure, all of you wouldn't want that look. Maybe you do. It's your face.
So I blended it out. Now it just looks like I have a very bright inner eye corner. So for every day, this would be fine for me, honestly, if I was just gonna be doing this every single day and I just wanted it to look really pretty. I wouldn't recommend you putting anything underneath, especially if you just want this to be like an everyday simple eye makeup look. You can do that definitely though, like you can definitely smoke out the lower lash line. I think that would look super cute. It's just some people may not just be comfortable with that, which is totally fine. But the last thing that we are going to do is put a little bit of white eyeliner in our waterline, and that is just really going to open up the eye. So for my waterline, I'm going to be using the NYX 604 Milk Jumbo Eye Pencil. And this has been like my favorite since forever. It's the best pigmented and creamiest eyeliner, white eyeliner to put in the crease, and it's just super easy. And it's big, so you can't mess up or poke yourself in the eye. And if this even seems a little bold for you, what you can do is instead of putting a white eyeliner, just put a nude eyeliner. Something like the Rimmel Scandal Eyes, the Nude Kajal Kohl eyeliner. This one would be perfect because it's more of a skin color. You can kind of see that here. And of course, last we are going to do our mascara. And for mascara, I'm going to be using my Falsies Big Eyes by Maybelline. This is such an awesome mascara. It's the bee's knees, and it's really cheap too. I think they were like having a clearance where I worked, and I think they were only like $2 each or something. I was like, ah! At one time had like 3 of them, but I just blow through them because I love using it. And now I'm just taking my Revlon Color Burst Matte Balm in Showy Flamboyant to number 220. And this is just gonna give my whole face a little pop of color. This is totally optional, but I think this is a really cute color and I haven't worn it in a long time, so I'm just gonna put it on. Hi! So this is the finished look. I hope that you guys enjoyed watching this video. I hope that it helped you find your everyday makeup look. Even if it's not exactly like this, maybe this has inspired you to do your own everyday makeup look. And thank you to Marcy for requesting this. It was really fun to do, very different of me because I usually go, you know, dramatic, Brooke, or just low-key, like no makeup kind of thing. So this is like the in-between. And I rarely do this. So thank you for suggesting that I do something different. And of course, my beanie obsession continues. This is another Crown the Queen's beanie. And this is just a very basic kind of charcoal, but it's super cute and it's like really long, so you can wear it kind of like this. Or you can actually like wear it up and you look like a Smurf. It's pretty cool, pretty versatile. I know it totally doesn't go with like my shirt or anything, and I feel like kind of like a pirate right now because of, I don't know, like my shirt. But anyway, big shout out again to them. They're awesome, and I got my pinky fix. Thank you to Steph. Oh my gosh, I need to take better care of my nails. I try my best. I'm a klutzy bitch. Nothing I can really do about it except for try not to be so klutzy, which is apparently really hard for me. But anyway, thanks again so much for tuning in this week, and I hope that you guys enjoyed the look. Hope that you all are doing great. I love you all. Mwah.
My Sigma Blending E25 brush. But anyway, hope that, oh my god, my hair, girl, oh, I can't even, oh, these nails though, are not fun right now. Okay. I never